Labour will move on to energy and communication specialist at the Energy Ministry. Edward Bauer has stated a further reduction of the current utility tariffs would collapse the power sector 9 days after organised labour issued an ultimatum to government to reduce utility tariffs. The Energy Ministry's communication specialist has urged organised labour to rescind their decision. Sandra Makwe has this report.
Utility tariffs since October 1, 2013 were increased by 78% for electricity and 52% for water. Consumers have lamented that the utility service providers do not merit such adjustment. Organised labour on October 8 issued a 10-day ultimatum to government to reduce the current tariffs by 1/3 or face the wrath of workers. The service providers have stated the current tariffs is inadequate to boost production, warning a further reduction would result in load shedding. Already, the country has suffered a series of load shedding from the last quarter of 2012. Communications specialist at the Energy Ministry, Edward Bauer, has revealed a technical committee has been set up by government to consider organised labour proposal. He urged the TUC to revoke the 10 days ultimatum given to government.
Let's compare that to, say, unserved power. The unserved power being that, assuming that we do not have power today and we're supposed to individually put on our generators, or if you look at the cost of it, it is going to be higher than even what you pay in terms of power that you pay for now. And so, yes, in as much as I can understand the stance of the TUC, I think that they need to exercise it with a bit of circumspection. In that, we have an option to reduce this thing and collapse our utilities, or to keep it at this level and ensure that our utilities at least can float. The TUC has given that, but you know that the government has also constituted a technical committee to look at the whole proposal. Instead of we giving ultimatums to each other, we should begin to start seeing what is the way forward. Because at the end of the day, whether you go on strike, you go on the streets or not, it will end up be around the table for discussion.
He explained government will have to continue to subsidize for consumers and also support the utility service providers with revenue. The communication specialist also commented about the 132 megawatt T3 plant shutdown at Abuaze.
It is the interest of government to ensure that we have value for money. And so if this particular thing was caused by the contractor, we want to ensure that it is fixed. That is why we are getting that done. But it must be clearly stated that the fact that T3 is not currently working, we would have loved to have T3 working because that would increase our reserve margin. But as we speak now, we still have sufficient reserve margin to be able to take care of the country if situations go bad.